And now it's time to answer your viewer questions. Joining us now for this special roundtable discussion is registered and licensed dietitian nutritionist Wendy Wesley and registered and longevity dietitian Ella DeVar. Ladies, thank you so much for sticking around for this.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so this first question that we have, I know that you both get a lot, and it's about artificial sweeteners. And this is really timely because at the start of the week, the World Health Organization released new guidelines on non-sugar sweeteners, which recommends against the use of them to control body weight or reduce the risk of non-communicable diseases. So, Wendy, we'll start with you. What are your thoughts on this?
I get this question from pretty much every client. They say, what should I do? Should I work to eliminate them? And I say, I'm really working very hard to reduce added sugar. I find that right now added sugar is the bigger culprit, and I also believe that if you try and fix everything, you may end up fixing nothing. Clients can get overwhelmed when you started trying to reduce artificial sweeteners and added sugars and sodium and increase fiber. And so let's just focus on, I like to focus on reducing sodium, increasing fiber, and then challenging those added sugars.
Okay, and what do you think, Ella?
Well, whenever I get these questions about artificial sugar, someone who specializes in weight loss for longevity, I've always voted against them for many reasons. They don't exist in nature. They made in chemical lab, and they do have the health halo over them, saying they're generally recognized as safe. Right. But our body is made by nature, and our microbiome changes because of all those artificial nutrients consumed, and therefore there's all this research coming up now, the long-term studies that show that maybe it's not the best option. So because my diet is anti-inflammatory that I promote, it also happens to be low in carbohydrates, high in nutrient-dense foods, and low in added artificial sweeteners.
Okay. All right. Speaking of sugar, Wendy, this question is for you. Do I have to be worried about sugar in fruit?
Big fat answer, no. Do not worry about the sugar in the fruit. I want you to worry about the sugar in cookies, cakes, pies, candy, things like that. I have yet to work with someone with a significant weight gain because of too many apples. And I have yet to see someone in a bed at the hospital, especially where I used to work, because of too many grapes or too much melon. Please, eat the fruit. Okay. Unlimited fruit.
Okay, I love it. All right, Ella, this next one is for you. Why do I feel bloated after eating?
Well, the simple answer is mindless eating, in addition to stress and sugar consumption, which can happen to most of us when we're too busy being ambitious and following our dreams, can lead to feeling bloated and bad bacteria overgrowth, which feeds off of sugar. So my recommendation is mindful eating. Taking at least 3 deep breaths before eating can switch our nervous system into rest and digest, improve digestion, absorption of nutrients, and eating probiotic-rich foods that can improve our digestion. And also, the breath work can also help us to lower the stress.
Okay, I need to do the breath work so I don't inhale my food. All right, Wendy, this next one's for you. Which foods have the most fiber? Because I know you're big on fiber, which is so important.
I just talk fiber till I'm blue in the face. People are tired of hearing me talk about fiber. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, beans, legumes, whole grains, anything from the plant family. And like I said during the cooking segment, people say, Wendy, what's the best vegetable? As if there's a superlative. We all need to find ways to get more fruits and vegetables, nuts, seeds, beans, legumes into our diet, and the best ones are the ones that actually make it into your stomach from the plant kingdom. Try not to practice too much perfectionism, and just find simple ways that work within your budget and your lifestyle to get more plants into your diet.
I love that. I love that. Ella, is there a way how to improve hair and skin health with food?
I get a lot this question from women, and my answer is healthy proteins in combination with healthy fats. When they're in synergy together, things like fish with skin, chicken with skin. Skin is a natural source of collagen, which helps to boost the collagen in our skin and our hair. Same thing with eggs. My recommendation is to consume a whole egg. The yolk together with the white stuff, which is protein, in combination with healthy fats, which happens to be high in biotin as well.
I love that. All right, Wendy, this next one's for you. How do I make better choices at restaurants?
I used to have a lot of tips and tricks, and what I say now is figure out how to consume half or less of whatever a restaurant gives you. The best way to do that is to go in with a plan with a friend that we're going to split an entree. Now, restaurants are probably saying, no, don't say that, but really, it is incredibly tempting. Restaurant food is highly palatable. It tastes fantastic, and everyone around you has these big, big portions, so it normalizes the big portions. So you may be goaded to eat the entire thing, plus you paid good money for it. So you say, I'm going to get my money's worth. Go in with a friend, agree to split the entree. You will walk out not feeling Thanksgiving full. You'll also be heavier in the wallet, and you won't say, God, why did I eat all of that? How many times have you gone to a restaurant saying, I'm just going to kind of pace myself, and you end up eating the whole thing?
Absolutely, yeah. If it's in front of me, I'm going to eat it. So
Sharing
I
is
love that.
caring.
Sharing is caring. I love that. All right, Ella, what are the top 10 nutrient-dense foods for optimal metabolic health? That's interesting.
Well, I mentioned probiotics help to optimize your digestion. Things like kimchi, sauerkraut, pickled vegetables, yogurt, kefir. And then there's healthy fats, specifically omega-3, essential fatty acids that our body cannot produce. And the best choices are salmon, sardines, trout, and anchovies.
I love that.
Walnuts, avocados, and flax seeds. Then there's healthy proteins, and one of my favorite is beef liver. Organ meats happen to be extremely nutrient dense and cheap. And of course, high fiber vegetables. And my favorite are broccoli, broccoli sprouts, asparagus, and leeks.
All right. Oh, this is a good one, Wendy. What's the best bread choice?
Thinly sliced.
Okay.
Again, it's kind of along the same lines as the restaurant. Go into the grocery store and pick your favorite, but choose one that is thinly sliced. This way you get the taste of the bread, because I've tried to wrestle bread out of the hands of my clients. It doesn't work.
Okay.
People love bread. How do you figure out to eat less of your favorite stuff? Kind of same goes with pasta. If you can have angel hair pasta instead of the big thick linguine, do that. So thinly sliced bread. And of course, whole grain, whole wheat, 100% whole wheat would always be a better choice. But first and foremost, thinly sliced.
Okay, we have time for one last question. Ella, this one's for you. Should I be eating less animal protein?
Well, if you want to have healthy hair, glowing skin, and optimal metabolism, the answer is no. But what I want you to focus on is on the quality of your protein. Become a qualitarian and look for the best sources, pasture-raised, organically fed, the protein that really brings the most nutrients to you without added hormones, antibiotics, and etc.
I love it. All right, well, this has been so interesting to have dietitians answer all our questions, and I love that you were each nodding yes to, you know, the other one.
Absolutely.
So everybody's synchronized here. So thank you so much, ladies. And we're going to